second here. Still working on the technicals. All right. All right, so we are live. It is Monday, December the 1st, 2025. How about that? It is there are a number of birthdays today in the family and around the world. We are celebrating birthdays today. Hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend. If you celebrate that, even if you don't, we hope you had a fantastic weekend with family and friends, or just spending time alone by yourself. Wherever you found yourself, whatever was perfect for you this weekend, we hope you were intentional about it. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you were in discovery mode. We hope you were we hope you found a space of quietness and emptiness that allowed for just a sprinkle of your truth to come through. Because every time that happens, you expand a little bit more and a little bit more, noticing that number one, you are following your conditioning. Number two, there's a you behind that. Who am I? Free of this conditioning, free of this programming that is urging me to be that which doesn't align me with what I actually truly intend. And then beginning to realize the possibility that lies in actually following your inspirations. We're excited for each of you. My name is Benny Ferguson. I am a channel. I've been channeling for over a decade now, and we are excited to really begin to expand our touch and our reach around the world for those of you who know you are on a journey of enlightenment, for those of you who are making the decision to make this growth and expansion process a priority and offering that which is necessary to accelerate that process. If you're new and you find value in these interactions, be sure to check the description for ways that you can connect on an even deeper level, become part of the community. We offer private sessions. We have a private community. These things, if you're new, those things will come later. But what we will say is that if you, on this channel, beside that introductory video, if you click the more word that opens up the links, you will find links to a number of free offerings that will support you in building a strong foundation. There's the top mistakes, the three misconceptions that individuals on this path makes. There are the three attention shifts that you have to make. These are free offerings, free presentations in which, given your email address and the name, and you will be part of the community that exists outside of this platform, and you will be able to access those free tools, if you will, that will help to, most importantly, establish a firm foundation for your growth and expansion. Many of you are operating without a solid foundation. You have tons of information that you have gained over many, many years. And not having that strong foundation is the reason why you find yourself in frustration and confusion often, because you have all of this information kind of like swirling in the air, but it's not connected. If the information was connected, you would be moving quickly from plateau to plateau. You would be moving quickly from breakthrough to breakthrough in expanded awareness and understanding. You would be moving quickly. You would not find yourself lingering in frustration and confusion for days, weeks, months, if you had a strong foundation. So if you haven't, and if you're not connected to the community, if you are connected to the community and you're not sure if you've even seen these presentations, click the more in the description area, not in the description, but in the profile area. Open up those links. Go check out those presentations. They will support you in developing a strong foundation that will catapult your growth and expansion. Right? All the information that you have been gaining over these years should be compounding. It should be compounding. And it should be matching up with your experience. The understanding should be matching up with your experience. Your experience is what causes the integration of the information. You can gain information, and if your ground, the fertile ground of your being is not ready for that information, it will not integrate fully. We gave this story before. Benny bought a book, The Power of Focus, years ago. He was inspired to purchase the book. When he purchased the book, he read a couple of pages, and then that was it. A year later, he saw the book. That same inspiration was there. He picked it up, and he read the entire book all the way through. And he gleaned everything that was in that book that was there for him at that moment. He was supposed to purchase the book, but he wasn't ready for the book. Many of you are not making the connections because the foundation is not fully established. You're gaining and you have all this information, but it is turning on you and creating confusion and frustration because the foundation is not there to stack this information and the awareness of how your experience is linking up with the information that you have coming in for it to integrate fully to be the catalyst of your personal transformation. A little bit more and a little bit more. You should be expanding, not being moved into confusion and frustration. Your experiences and the information that you gain simultaneously should be stacking on top of itself. And that stacking should be causing your awareness to expand. And your understanding of who you are and what you're capable of to expand. And if you don't feel like that's happening, it's because the foundation is not there. Check out those free presentations. Allow them to support the creation of a firm foundation. Begin to interact with us off platform in those opportunities. If you are inspired, if you feel stuck in a circumstance and you're inspired, engage in a private session and learn more about the private community, which is the ultimate incubator, family, community for those of you who have made this journey of enlightenment a priority. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. Afternoon here. Good morning. Today's topic is your life can change in an instant. Alignment releases momentum. Your life can change in an instant. Alignment releases momentum. This is episode number 79 of Accelerating Your Journey. Let's talk about it. Conscious creators. Absolutely, your life can change in an instant. Your life can change in an instant. Have you ever heard, Benny thought about this the other day, have you ever heard of the saying of the importance of first-time impressions? You can't change your first-time impression. You have to be ready. You have to be prepared. You have to do all of these things. You have to be so concerned about what the potential employer or this important person or this at this event, who you are portraying, who you are being, because first impressions are so important. Blah. It's not true. Your life can change in an instant. And it changes in an instant because you change inwardly. You change in your vibrational expression. And the manifestation of that shift often can be perceived in an instant. Now, many of you don't really believe that because you have had these strong intentions for greater relationship and more money and all of these things that haven't materialized, and there's reasons for that. But because they haven't materialized, the subtle, insignificant manifestations that are occurring all the time as a result of your vibrational offerings go unnoticed. And you don't see, first and foremost, that you have made a shift, and your thoughts begin to reflect that shift. That's manifestation. You don't notice that you made a shift, or not even a shift, just had an intention And that intention began to be mirrored or reflected to you almost immediately. You had an intention of an excellent day, a magnificent day, and you went to shop for groceries. And you missed the fact that of all of the beautiful things that happened around you and the beautiful conversations that happened to you, 3 hours after you made that intention were manifestations, shifts in your life experience that would not have been true had you not made that intention and engaged in the feeling purely. And it happens both directions. It happens in both directions. The more acutely aware you become as you move down this path of growth and expansion, you begin to see how you can offer a level of frustration and it can immediately be reflected back to you in your home, with your children, your spouse or partner. Because they're in such close proximity with you and your energies are so mixed and mingled together all of the time, they reflect your expressions purely and powerfully and quickly. And that's manifestation. So when you change or make a shift vibrationally, you have shifted your reality. Now it's a matter of whether you are able to remain consistent in your expressing. We were talking about first impressions. Maybe if there's such a thing, you didn't do so well in your first impression, right? You were asked who you are, what do you do, and all of these things, and you kind of stumbled. You didn't know what you wanted to say, and you came away from that experience not feeling well and feeling like those that you were communicating with didn't have a high perception of you. Well, guess what? The next time you come in contact with them, if you are in a different frequency state, you are a completely different person. And they will not react and respond to you based on the last experience. They will react and respond to you based on who you are being in that moment, in that different or new vibrational state. That's how it works. Your life doesn't work off of memory. Your life works on the vibrational expressions that you are offering. And if you know you were in a certain vibrational state the first time, but you are intentionally in a different vibrational state the next time or this time in this present moment, you are not the same person. And therefore they cannot react, respond, and be a collaborative component to you based on who you were the last time, because you are not the same person, resonating, vibrating in a different state. We hope that makes sense, because it's very, very powerful, and it shines the light on your potential, untapped potential. It shines the light on what you are capable of, not solely on your ability to intend in the moment and shift reality, but on your potential to be consistent, on your ability and potential to intend a personal shift, develop that state of being to a position of consistency so that your experience, reflection in the mirror is able to be held consistent. Anyone can say, yes, I want to have a great day today, go out and have experiences as a reflection of that, and then the next day they're in a not so great vibrational state and their day reflects that, and they're on the roller coaster. And they're not having a great day because they didn't choose to. They're not having a great day because they're reacting to external experience, or they're reacting from memories of external experience. The more you play and practice and get and build the muscle of intention, build the muscle of focus, build the muscle playfully in the knowing and the expanded awareness that you are conditioning yourself. You are reconditioning yourself out of a low vibrational, consistently expressing state. of which your mind and your body are working in unison to maintain. And what we should have said is your mind, your body, and your external experience are working together to maintain. Because it's a loop of expression and experience. And we said that correctly. It's a loop of expression, experience. It's not a loop of experience and then expression. The expression, the internal, the integrative process, and then the expressing of the mind and the body comes first. Then the experience, and then the expression again. Most are caught in the observing of experience that causes them to express, which then in turn causes the experience again. Benny told one of his sons yesterday, he heard him watching a video, being entertained through your technology. And from Benny's perspective, it wasn't the vibration, the energy of the video wasn't all that great. And he mentioned to his son, tried not to tell him, but to mention to him that be careful, be aware, be mindful of the feel of that which you are entertaining, of the feel of that which you are allowing in to your being through your senses. If you are, as entertainment, entertaining ideas of frustration, ideas of anger, ideas of fear, then you are willingly allowing that material into your inner being, and with repetition over time, it conditions you to those states of being. And when that happens, and it actually starts happening before they become dominant, but when that happens and those ideas become dominant, they become your experience. And you have allowed the establishment of a loop of expression and experience. This is the mistake. This is the misunderstanding under the guise of entertainment. When you're taking in fear-based material, the horror movies and all of those things, these ideas and these entertainment that shows you images and causes you to feel in alignment with broken relationship and all of the different ways that can create that. The feel of being devalued, of being disrespected, the feel and imagery to support it. And it's under the disguise of entertainment that you're taking in this material. Through your television shows, through your movies, through your news sources that appear on your channels and through your different social media platforms. If you take in this material, over time you are allowing that material into your inner being, into your inner creative process. You can't stop it if you are allowing it in through your senses. And when it establishes any nature or flavor of those type ideas, that they become dominant, it becomes your experience. And most don't even realize that it's happening. Most of you now are suffering from that very thing because when you were a child, you didn't know. You didn't know to steer clear of this type material. You were just with family, and family was watching the horror movies. Family was watching all of these things. Family was discussing the low vibrational negative happenings of the world and expressing their frustration and their anger around happenings. And you were unconsciously taking in the material, absorbing the ideas absorbing the perceptions, absorbing the interpretations of life in the vibrational position that was being offered and expressed as normal. And this is the source of the states of being that most are carrying right now. This is the source of the experiences that most are having right now. Hello, hello. And the play and practice for those of you who are aspiring to be powerful, conscious creators is to begin to release those ideas and establish yourself anew with ideas that are in contrast to them. This is the play and practice. So you're releasing these old patterns that do not serve you. You are sowing patterns that are of higher frequency, higher vibration, that do serve you, that you can be aware of. And in so doing, you're opening yourself up to your truth in source being expressed more and more and more. Because you're removing the clouds, you're removing the shadows that are hindering the light from shining through fully. And this is the beautiful play and practice. Understand, this is what we were talking about. Is not some terrible thing that has been done to you. This is something that you signed up for. You signed up for this challenge. And it's a beautiful challenge because you're moving from one position to another is what is causing the growth and expansion at this moment. The expanding of your awareness at this moment. The expanding of source through you at this moment. So there's no good, bad, right, wrong in it. We are just supporting you in moving more quickly through the process. Because the position that you're in, being open to these transitions, questioning your inner makeup. Why am I not able to create? I know that I'm creating. I know that I'm able to manifest. What is keeping me from manifesting the life that I intend, and at the same time causing me to manifest experience that I do not intend anymore? This is the play and practice. And it's all this in here. It's nothing outside of you. It's not your children. It's not your spouse or partner. It's not your mother or father, your brother or sister. It's not your job. It's not your employees that's limiting your success. Nothing outside of you and your experience is creative as it relates to you and your experience. You are the centerpiece. You are at the core of your verse. You are that which is creating your verse. Everything that appears outside of you is in relationship to you in that which you have expressed. Now, based on where you are, that may be hard to swallow, or it may be a reminder, but that's the truth. And the further you walk this path, the more you understand it, the more you know it, the more you embrace it as power. Let's see. We talked about that. You can change your life. You can change life in an instant. We talked about how to do that. Alignment releases momentum is the other phrase. Alignment releases momentum. As you begin to release and establish ideas that more closely position you or are more empowering to you in the direction that you intend to go, you find yourself more and more in alignment. As you release the conditioning, the programming that is holding you in a low vibrational position, the more light of the truth of you in source begins to shine through, and you find yourself more and more in alignment with higher frequency experiences. Why? Because you are expressing in higher frequency than you used to, with a greater level of consistency. And alignment doesn't require effort. Alignment allows the natural momentum to occur of an intention to grow and develop on its own with perfect timing. Alignment is you being in close proximity with or in the vibrational feeling place of that which you intend. The moment you say, I intend to have a beautiful day today, the feeling is there. The feeling is there. The moment you have that intention, or shortly after, if it's an intention that is in contrast to an experience that you do not desire, for you to make that contrast and set that intention, maybe you're thinking and feeling that which you do not desire. So you need to repeat that intention a few times to cultivate the feeling. But if you're not creating something or intending something in contrast to something, you're just saying, I want to have an awesome day today. Well, awesome has a feeling. And in that moment, you are expressing that feeling. And you are in alignment with what? You're in alignment with awesome. Whatever that means for you. And you don't even have to identify. You just need to be in the feeling. And then maybe possibly be aware when awesome shows up. Man, that was an awesome conversation with a stranger. That was awesome seeing those kids laughing and enjoying themselves at the store. It was awesome finding that deal, that discount, or being given a discount that you didn't even ask for. That was awesome. Alignment doesn't require effort. Alignment allows your intentions to develop on their own with their own. Think about a seed. Think about a seed that you sow in the ground. You cultivate it. You water it. You fertilize it. You feed it. You do all of the things. And then but you allow it to grow in its own time. Alignment is the watering and the fertilizing and the cultivating of your intentions. It's not you putting anything on a thing or doing anything. It's just you staying in the feeling position of the idea. Because if you're in the feeling place of an idea, of an intention, you're not in conflict with it. This is the challenge that happens when it's something that you really, really want. When it's something, when you have an intention that's in contrast to an undesired experience. That undesired experience has been your norm, right? And so now you have an intention that is in contrast to that experience. The challenge is the memory of the past position. And when the memories and the thoughts come of those past positions and you make the mistake of engaging in it and beginning to feel the feeling, or maybe it's a passionate or a traumatic event or experience that you're trying to cull the idea and the memory of within your being. You have established an intention for it. But when you think a thought or you're triggered to a thought of that experience, you immediately begin to feel the feelings. Well, when you begin to feel the feelings and think the thoughts, you're in conflict with the seeds. You have started digging the seed up. You have poured something on that seed that will keep it from growing, i.e. the energies that you're offering. But if you're in alignment with it, you're not in conflict with it. You're not in conflict with your intention. And it's allowed to germinate and grow with perfect timing. And the less you're in conflict with your intention, oftentimes the faster it is very quick to manifest. And this is what many of you see when you have an idea that is very insignificant, very small in your mind. It's not a big deal. These tend to happen very, very quickly. And that's where the question comes from. How has this happened? These type things happen so quickly. And that which I really, really, really want, I can't manifest. Or it manifests, but it doesn't remain consistent. It's because you have a experience that you're moving away from that still has power. It still has strength. And you often find yourself probably unaware of it, but in conflict with that which you are intending. So the play and practice from that perspective is to be in alignment with your intention as often as you can. And notice when you are out of alignment with your intention, to discover the idea that has taken you out of alignment, to release that idea more and more, and establish yourself more and more consistently in alignment. And it's a feeling. And again, we go back to alignment not requiring a lot of effort. When you have a strong foundation in these ideas, and you have played with understanding higher vibration and the knowing that you are reconditioning yourself, you have played with being in alignment, and you understand that playfully you potentially have ideas and concepts and perceptions that take you out of alignment with your intention. So now you understand your responsibility in the matter of releasing, letting go, and establishing yourself with ideas that more closely align you with that intention, and being in the feeling place, close proximity to the feeling of the experience that you are intending. You understand these things, right? The more you understand these things, then you begin to play with these ideas in the direction of those experiences that were once big, that you no longer perceive as big. You want to have a beautiful relationship with the spouse or partner. You understand that. What's the idea of that relationship? How does it feel? Now, stay in alignment with the feeling. And when you stay in alignment with the feeling, what does that do? It opens you up to the beliefs, the ideas that you must carry, that you must be, capital B, capital E, in order to create and sustain that type of relationship, because that's not who you have been. But by being in alignment, you begin to draw to you the information, the knowledge, the dominant ideas, the thought patterns. You're already maintaining the feeling in alignment with the experience, but now you have to become that person. And that's what alignment does for you as the source creator of the experience. You have to be the person that is the experience. And alignment brings that information into you. And then when you understand that, and you've seen it happen through play and practice, then you begin to apply the same process to your business, your entrepreneur activities, in every other area, your health and well-being. And you begin to find that life can be lived, a life lived in alignment doesn't require the effort that you have been conditioned to, because energy flows freely. Alignment is free. In all of your life, the collaborative components have been showing up to you for experiences you desired and experiences you wouldn't necessarily choose effortlessly. As you walked around your home, as you went to and participated in holiday events with family, as you went to the store and were around strangers, you've had excellent experiences manifest in front of you, to and through you as experience. You have had not so great experiences manifest as your experience, effortlessly, without your grinding and trying so hard. This is the life of alignment. This is how your business can unfold effortlessly. This is how your new job or career can unfold effortlessly. This is how your relationships can unfold effortlessly, vibrationally, energetically, in alignment. Life can be lived in a way that you have not been conditioned to, that you have not thought of. It requires the foundation. It requires the understanding, not from us spouting off words, but through your play and practice as a result of the integration of the information that you are receiving. You have to stay open. You have to stay playful. Again, you have to have a firm foundation, and then you go from there. But there is a you that exists beyond the conditioning, beyond the programming, and there is a life that can be lived that is a lot freer, a lot more effortless, a lot cleaner, a lot lighter than the one you have been used to. And that's where we are supporting you to go and to understand now as you walk physically, not after you make your transition. So again, if you found value, be sure to subscribe. Check the description. Go to the profile area where all of the links are. Connect with us. Become a part of the community. If you are inspired, if you have been inspired to a new idea and you feel comfortable, place it in the comment section to help inspire others who come after you with this recording idea. But if you are inspired to, that would be great. For those of you who have a question or a comment or an idea that which you would like to discuss at the moment, we'll take a few minutes on those. Just place those in the chat, and we will, again, take a few moments with those. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Maybe we were a little clearer than we thought we were. Or maybe you guys were so connected vibrationally, since we mentioned that a while back, that this, more important, the vibrational connection is even more important than the words. Maybe you guys were so connected vibrationally that it all makes sense. And that's awesome also. Excellent. Well, again, we are thankful for those of you who participated in the creation of this interaction with your energies and your presence. We're thankful for those of you who have found this recording and allowed us to be of support in that manner. We love you very, very, very much. And we will be back tomorrow, same time. Thank you. We love you and have a fantastic day.